How do you install vertical tongue and groove boards? I didn't want to do horizontal tongue and groove boards because it looks like a log cabin, and I hate doing drywall. You need to cut let-ins if you're going to hang something vertically, like 6-inch wide tongue and groove boards. I did them every 32 inches or so. You want to use 1x4s and not 1x3s, so they're less likely to split. It doesn't have to be level, but I like making them level. If someone's helping you, they could just hold it and you can mark it. But I was working by myself, so I tacked it in place and then marked where the board is going to go. Mark it, then get it out of the way. Then use a circular saw like this. It isn't going to hurt anything if you go outside the lines a little bit. If you already have wiring in place, you don't have to worry about hitting it with the saw. After making a bunch of cuts, hit it with the hammer. Then clean it up with the chisel. Getting the depth set perfectly on your circular saw takes a minute. I went less than I thought I would need to go, and then just tried it on a 2x4 and saw how far out the furring strip was sticking. And then I adjusted it until it came out perfect. Measure it the right length. Then fasten it with drywall screws. I used 1.5 inches. On the ends, you want to drill a hole first so the wood doesn't split. What do you do here where there's no room for the saw? Rip a 2x4 so it's 1.5 by 1.5, and then use 2 nails so the furring strip has something to screw in against. The palm nailer I used was worth every penny. It's 15 or 20 bucks and it can help you nail things in a tight spot. Check your work. Here I am again, cutting it and then knocking it out with the hammer and chisel. It doesn't take long to do a whole room, even if you're working by yourself. Wood chips and dust fly everywhere. You definitely want to use eye protection, and I wore a respirator because the room is full of dust. Every time you cut a row, I would fasten the furring strip. Your circular saw might be set correctly, but it could loosen after time, so I wouldn't cut all of the holes first and then fasten all the furring strips after. I would fasten them as you go. A framing hammer that has a straighter claw was a lot easier than using a hammer with the claw that's more curved. So here we are finished. You're going to have to do this with the let-ins if you're trying to do boards that are going vertically like this. It wasn't hard getting insulation, fluffy insulation behind it once those are in. I wouldn't put the insulation in first. You'll be cutting fiberglass all over the place. I was afraid it was going to look like 1970s wood paneling, but it looks really nice. Maybe it was the stain color, but I really think the texture of the boards made it look nice and modern. I didn't find a lot of information on this before I did it. I hope this helps somebody out. Hit the subscribe button to throw me a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.